Hello everyone, welcome back to our Power BI channel. So here we are covering visuals under this playlist. So in the previous tutorial guys, we have studied about this smart narrative visual. I hope guys now you have good understanding about this smart narrative visual. And now in today's tutorial guys, we will talk about the next visual of Power BI, which name is matrix visual. So before start this class guys, let me give you brief knowledge about this metric visual. This metric visual can show progress towards a goal without being used in a scorecard. And this metric visuals also allows users to create an individual visualization for a goal with various visualization options that helps end user easily evaluate progress towards a specific goal. And there is one prerequisite of this metric visual guys, we must have signed in into the Power BI desktop and have a Power BI Pro license. And now let's move towards the practical page and let's understand this visual with practical. And here guys, I will take this metric visual from this visualization pane. And now let me resize this visual. So here we guys can see we have this add matrix button. So let me click here on this button. And here we guys can see we have two options. Add metric as a visual and add metric as a list. So here under this video guys, I will cover this add metric as visual. This add metric as a list you need to cover by yourself. So now guys, I will click here on this create new. And here we guys can see a new box has pop up and we need to enter few information here to create own KPI scorecard. So firstly it is asking for a metric name. So you guys can take any of the metric name here. So let's say I am taking Shubham KPI. And here guys, we need to enter current value and final target value. So I am taking current value as a 10,000. And the target value would be, let's say 9,000. And here guys, we need to enter start date and due date. So by default guys, they are taking current date as a today's date and end date till next 30 days, which is 9/24/2023. So the next option is owner's name. So here guys, we need to enter the owner's name. So let's say I am taking my name here, which is Shubham. So you can enter multiple owner names here and set their target and create small metrics. But right now guys, I am taking only my name. And the last option is status. So let me click here on this drop down button. And here we guys can see we have a list of status like not started, on track, at risk and so on. So you guys can select any of the status accordingly. So I am taking this on track from here and click here on add to report. So here we guys can see we have created one metric here which current value is 10k and the target is 9k and our metric name is Shubham KPI. And here we can also see the status which is on track. And here we guys can see we can also open same metric in Power BI services. So here is the option guys, open in services. But you should have at least Pro license. And now let's talk more about this visual. So here we guys can see we have a one message icon which name is notes. So let me click here on this notes. And here we guys can see we have our details, history and time period. So here is the details guys. The target is 9k and the value is 10k. And now let me click here on the history. So here we guys can see our check-in date is August 24, 2023. Our value is 10k and our status is on track. And we have modified this metric last 2 minutes ago. And now let's talk about this time period. So here guys, we have nothing much to cover. So let's go back to the details. And now let me scroll it down. So see guys, here it is getting me option of show targets. So let me turn it on. And now we guys can see our target line, which is value is 10,000 and the final target due is 9,000. And now let me scroll it down again. And here we guys can see 3 ellipses are here. So let me click on this ellipses. And here we can see we have 3 options like add note, edit this check-in and delete this check-in. So with the help of this delete this check-in, you guys can delete this check-in. And now let me click here on this edit this check-in. So see guys, From here you guys can change the values. This time it is 10,000. So let me change into, let's say, 20,000. And now let me click here on this save. And now let's go back to the report. And here we guys can see our value has changed. Now our value is 20k and our target is 9k. And now let me go here in the 3 lapses again. And again we guys can see 3 more options are here. Edit metrics, open scorecard and open notes. So if you click here on this open scorecard, Power BI will take you to the Power BI services page, just like this. See guys. And if you click here on this open notes, so again we can see the same option which we have already studied in open notes. And now let me click here on this. And now let's go back to the report and let me click here on this edit metric. So we guys can see it gives us warning. Content changes will sync to the original scorecard, but formatting changes made from the visualization pane will only apply to this layout. So let me click here on this, got it. And here we guys can see we have multiple options are here. So you can edit your metric value and also update any rule from here. So earlier guys, we have taken this status target fixed, which is on track. And now let me click here on this setup rule and create this status dynamic. And now let me click here on this new rule. So here we guys can see if condition is already set up here. So you guys can play with this if condition. Let's say if our value is greater than 50% of our target. So I'll take 50 here. And from here guys, you guys can change the operators. This time I will go with is greater than. So our value is greater than 50 of percentage of target. So our status would be, let's say, at risk. Otherwise we can add else condition here. So if the target is not meet than 50%, then you guys can take our status would be behind. And from here guys, you guys can add multiple clauses here. Just click here on this add condition and see guys. So I will not create any other conditions here. So let me cross this here and click here on this save button. And now we guys can see our metric status has changed. So let me go back to the report and click here on this save button. See guys, our status has changed, which is at risk. So in this way guys, you guys can also set own rules. I hope you guys are clear with this concept, and in this way we can create multiple metric with scorecards. And now guys, let's talk about some formatting feature of this metric visual. So let me click here on this formatting pane, and here we guys can see we can change the connected scorecard setting. And from here guys, you guys can change the scorecard name. So let me turn it on. And from here guys, you guys can also play with the feature of scorecard name. And from here you can change the colors. You can play with the font style. You can also increase or decrease the value of your scorecard and so on. And now let me scroll it down. And from here guys, you can change the current value. You can also change the colors. So we have the same features guys, which we have already covered multiple times. So you guys need to explore by yourself these features. So these are all about the basic feature of this metric visual. Just explore by yourself. So I hope guys you have definitely enjoyed this tutorial and clear with the feature of this metric visual. So for such kind of detailed learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And if anyone wants to learn free Power BI from scratch, so here we have this free YouTube channel guys, which name is Power BI Full Course by Shubham. And under this 50 tutorials guys, I have explained each and every concept in detail. And if you click here on this playlist, so here we guys can see we have a multiple playlist are here. So with the help of this DAX expression playlist guys, you guys can learn each and every DAX function in detail. And with the help of this update playlist guys, you guys can also see the latest update about Power BI. And with the help of this visualization playlist guys, I am also trying to cover each and every visual of Power BI in detail. And those who are visit first time on this channel, kindly hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. So stay connected with us for such kind of detailed learning. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone for jobs and trainings. But if you still think guys you require paid training sessions, so I am also providing one-on-one paid training sessions. And from day one class guys, I prepare for you interview rounds with some scenario based questions which is recently asked by an interviewer. So for paid training support or any other queries, you guys can connect me on LinkedIn or Telegram channel. Both the links are given under the description box. You guys can follow me there. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.